final play of the half. Wants to throw on second down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Wildcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the play?
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception.
For 1st and 10.
And it's a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Just ran over it. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Hand off from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Here we go with the run on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You know, this guy just has a nose for getting first downs. That's a big risk and gamble there on 4th down, middle of the field. But this guy we've seen in this game already rip off some big runs. I don't know if anywhere as big as him.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quick strike complete. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. On 1st down, here comes this up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker to protect.
Looking deep down the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position. You're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the pummeling has started.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. What a... There they had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protected. Sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Give to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. Quick handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the ground game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Golden Gophers have taken it inside the 20. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly on the move. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Northwestern!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives or anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give as they work on that clock. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Now, 4th down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with the W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have...
And they got him for the sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Cook. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Boy, this is just the type of field position. Going to the running game. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reeves. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.